Hey, Shawnelle here from Future Fashion Designers. Wow, what a week it's been. I had my sewing retreat, Camp So Social. We were in here last week, 5 ladies from around the country, sewing fashion. Made lots of pants, muslins of pants to get the fit right, a couple skirts, blouses, some pattern fitting, lots of fun. We started the retreat at the Hilton Garden Inn. We had some little workshops where I taught a lot about wearing ease and design ease. What is that? That's a formula of how you get your pattern to fit right, how you know it's going to fit, like how, the wearing ease is it to make it just fit perfectly, and then the design ease is what the designer puts in there for the flow, the fabric, or is there any at all? Is it just real fitted? So I have a whole video out on what is wearing ease and design ease, and I'll put a link below for that video and put a card up here so you can check it out, because if you don't know how patterns fit, this might help a lot. Also, you want to know how to measure yourself correctly. I have a video on that also. I'll put a card up here. I have 142 videos out called Sew Bits, and it's all little techniques on sewing fashion, typically. Some about fabric, about fit, about how to make a collar, how to do elastic, how to trim and mark seams, notches, all kinds of little tips. So if you haven't seen that playlist, it's called Sew Bits, and it'll help you with any little problem you're getting into with the sewing, because in sewing there's a lot. But Camp So Social was really fun. It exhausted me. It was a lot physical, like moving parts around, cleaning out my studio, bringing big fabric bins in because we had workshops on what fabric. I had tubs of cotton there, like big swatches. Like, this is my favorite fabric called Supima. I didn't want a little swatch. I want you guys to see the big swatches, feel how this is. And we talked about the different kinds of silks, like what's a charmeuse? What's a charmeuse look like when it's washed? Crepe de chine, China silk for lining, 4-ply silks, all kinds of, jacquard silks. And also we talked a lot about weaves of fabric, and we had 2 days on that. We had morning sessions where we talked about fabric. So the ladies got a lot. It was a lot. And it's a lot of talking for me. I think I had a lot of cough drops. I always have to buy a lot of cough drops when I have my retreats. But right now, it's been very fun for me. I love working with ladies from around the country who come to learn specific things. And I'm going to be doing the retreats for twice a year now. I'm going to put one in the spring, looking at towards the end of April. It's all about where Easter is lying there. I don't know there. So usually the 3rd week of September and then towards the end of April. I'm going to shoot for that. I think my ladies too, I have to check with them, see how they're feeling. Are they tired too? Because I know when I went to a retreat in March, I got pretty tired. I was like, wow. But I also drove like 10 hours to get home one day, and I think that put me out. One fun thing I love to do at the retreats, this is my painting that I did. We have our fashion paint night. So this one we seem to do this one pretty fast this time, and we all did the same dress in all different colors. We had a fuchsia one, a purple one. Liz did a beautiful hair piece one. She was a painter, so that wasn't fair. But but fashion paint night we do. We also have fashion Pictionary, but we ended up not doing that because a lot of times we just like to talk. And 2 of our ladies went dancing. They love ballroom dancing. So we had a lot of fun. I'm exhausted. And we ended the retreat on a tiki dock. Mike was our bartender. And then he took us on a sunset cruise. And literally this was the sunset that night. That was our group. We had a great time. I was going to take this whole Saturday off from a video. But I thought I'd tell you that I'm going to take a week or so off. I also got a new computer. So now I have to get my editing program transferred over to that computer. It's like triple the speed of my last one. that last one was going to crash at any minute, so I had to get a new one, and yeah, got a great deal at Costco. Oh my gosh, wow. I also have a really fun event at the studio coming up called Uncorked and Artsy, and we have people coming in. We have wine. I think they'll do wine and beer, and they come into each business and do a tasting. And last year we made wine koozies for everybody that came in. This is one I made last year. So I have my initials and I put a little tag on there, and we glue boas. So we said, what color boa would you like? And then we glue that on there, and then we put their initials on it or a design. So this is our little wine koozie right here. They're so cute. So this is downtown Uncorked and Artsy. So we're doing that next Friday. So I'm in here today I'm going to make about 70 of these. I just have to make the little shell part, and then we glue those on that night. So I believe I did a video about this a year or two ago with the pattern on how to make this little wine koozie. It's pretty simple. Can't get it off. And then you glue it on, and they're so fun. So like if you're doing my paint night, I had made all the ladies one of these and put their initials on it, because then we were all drinking wine. So then you know, like what wine glass is yours, right? You have the initials, or we all have different color boas. Really fun. And these are great to bring like to a hostess, like if you're going somewhere for lunch or dinner to a friend's house, and put their initials on it, or just a plain koozie like that. So really cute little gift. So that's what we're doing this Friday night. I'm hoping I get another video out next week. I don't know. I haven't sewn for a while. This is actually, I came into my studio today. This is my next project. This pretty poppy fabric I found in Chicago at Vogue Fabrics. And this is a beautiful silk Georgette I'm going to put in the underlayer. And I got to go to Hobby Lobby and find a trim. I want to find these purples or these bronzes to go in there. It's a pretty fall skirt before. It's like fall colors, but it's not heavy fabric yet, so you know, that transition time, right? I also, today I'm wearing my National Coffee Skirt Day, because today is National Coffee Skirt. So I'm having my coffee skirt on. I was at a sewing expo a few years ago, and I was walking by this booth called Little Women Quilt Shop. I can't remember where they're at, in Colorado or something. They have fabric online, and they had this pretty fabric. I love black, brown, and white, and I was attracted to it. I was like, what is that? Coffee panels. And I was kind of doing my rosy skirt out of like quilting pieces here, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. So I quickly made that. I have a video on the making of this too. I'll put a card up here so you can see that. And National Coffee Day. So I'm walking around in this all day, and nobody knows it's National Coffee Day. I need to go to a coffee house and get some coffee. Because they probably know, right? Anyway, so if you don't see a video from me next week, it's because my computer is not up and all. And I'm starting to feel better after the retreat. I was pretty tired this week. And then I also had to go get a crown yesterday, like right here. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video, and you're out there sewing, making some fashion. I hope to see you next week. If I don't, I'll be back the following Saturday. And keep sewing. Give me a like and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next video.